Hello students, today we will start chapter number 3rd of history and the chapter name is the Delhi Sultanate part 1, and firstly we will discuss the first paragraph, the Turkish invasion. Turks were the feudatories of the Caliph. With the downfall of the Caliph, they started assuming an independent status. Mahmud, who was a ruler of Ghazni, was the first Turk invader to invade India, and he attacked India 17 times during the course of 25 years, and the time period is given here, that was 1100 AD to 1025 AD, to plunder India's wealth. One of Mahmud's successor, Muhammad Ghori, attacked India in 1191 AD and then in 1192 AD and defeated Prithviraj Chauhan, the Rajput ruler of the time. The defeat of Prithviraj Chauhan marked the end of Rajput rule in India. Ghori appointed Qutb-ud-Din Aibak as his governor. Now student, they are saying, listen. Turks were the landholder people of Caliph, mean Turks were under the Caliph, and when Caliph power was lost, then they started to accept freely status, means freely position, mean they want to do rule without anybody interference. Mahmud was a ruler of Ghazni and he was the first Turk attacker who invaded India. During 25 years, he attacked on India 17 times and the time period was 1001 AD to 1025 AD. After Mahmud, his successor, his name was Muhammad Ghori. Muhammad Ghori attacked on India in 1191 AD and in 1192 AD. In 1192 AD, he defeated Prithviraj Chauhan. He was a Rajput ruler and it was the end of Rajput rule in India. And then he gave job of governor to Qutb-ud-Din Aibak. Now we will discuss next paragraph, that is this one. See there students, the Sultanate period. The period between 1206 AD and 1526 AD is known as Delhi Sultanate in Indian history, as the Muslim ruler who ruled during this period got the title of Sultan, and with Delhi as their capital city. The Delhi Sultanate saw the rise and fall of 5 dynasties. Now what they are saying? They are saying from 1206 AD to 1526 AD was the period of Delhi Sultanate. The Muslim ruler who ruled during this period, and they got the title of Sultan, and the capital of Sultanate period was Delhi. During Sultanate period, there came 5 dynasty. They have given the name of 5 dynasty. First one is the slave dynasty, and the time period of slave dynasty was 1206 AD to 1290 AD. And second dynasty was the Khilji dynasty. The time period of that dynasty is 1290 AD to 1320 AD. And third one is Tughlaq dynasty, and the time period was 1320 AD to 1413 AD. And fourth one was the Syed or Sayyid dynasty. The time period was 1414 AD to 1451 AD. And the fifth and last one dynasty was the Lodi dynasty, and its time period was 1451 AD to 1526 AD. Now see student, next page. In 1526, this one, in 1526 the Delhi Sultanate was absorbed the emerging Mughal Empire. Means after the 1526 AD, there started the Mughal Empire. Students, now we will start with the first dynasty, that is the slave dynasty. Now see the slave dynasty. See here, and the time period of this dynasty was 1206 AD to 1290 AD. Clear? Now see, the earliest three rulers of this dynasty are called the Mamluks or slaves because they were either slaves or the sons of the slaves. So the whole dynasty is called the slave dynasty in history. The first three rulers of this dynasty are called the Mamluks. Mamluks means non-Muslim. Clear? They have given the name to them slaves or the Mamluks. They called them Mamluks or slaves because they were slaves or the sons of the slaves. So the whole dynasty is called the slave dynasty in history. Now we will start with the first slave, that was the Qutb-ud-Din Aibak, and his ruling time period was 1206 AD to 1210 AD. The first slave ruler of the slave dynasty was Qutb-ud-Din Aibak. Following the assassination of Muhammad Ghori in 1206 AD, Qutb-ud-Din Aibak assumed the title of Sultan and was acknowledged as the ruler of the Indian territories by the Muslim chiefs. He was the first ruler of the slave dynasty, and after the death of Muhammad Ghori in 1206 AD, he accepted the title of Sultan, and all Muslim rulers also accepted him as a ruler or Sultan. Now next paragraph. Born in Turkestan to Turkish parents, little Aibak was sold to a Qazi who educated him and trained him to be a soldier. Aibak was sold to Muhammad Ghori. After the Qazi's death, his strength of character, his loyalty to his master, apart from his military skills, earned him the position of commander in Ghori's army. He was left in charge of Ghori's conquest in India after the second battle of Tarain in 1192 AD. They are saying he was born in Turkestan and his parents were also Turkish. When he was a little boy, he was sold to a Qazi, and Qazi who educated him also make him a soldier. After Qazi's death, he was sold to Muhammad Ghori, and his energyful character, his faithfulness towards master, and his military skill were the reasons to got commander position in the Ghori's army. When Ghori's conquest win the second battle of Tarain in 1192 AD, after this he gave the in charge to Aibak. Clear student this one? Thank you.